How come neither of us are on screen?
Something's wrong.
Something's not right here. Let me look. But hello, chat. Hello. It's
Hello.
another day, another stream with me, Munii. Don't be scared and afraid. We are, in fact, here. You just can't see us for some reason. Oh, why is this huge? Apparently this is really big? Question mark? No? What? Huh? What's going on here?
Yeah, what is going on
here? What is going on? Chat. Where is...
We are missing.
We're missing from the screen, but no, we are here. Know that we will hold your hand through this confusing time. While I fix everything, how are you, Bard?
I am good.
Are you sure?
I am happy.
You're happy? You're a happy Cappy?
I'm a happy Cappy.
We'll have this on screen so you know we're not lying.
Yes. No, I am a happy Cappy. I made it to Silver 3 today with Munii. Well, for some reason you didn't.
Actually, to be honest.
Very short-lived. I immediately lost it the next game, but we made it. We
touched, Bard touched Silver.
We touched Silver, and then we both went down. But soon, maybe we will climb back up that way. Maybe, perhaps.
Where is
Sprouts? I wonder what happened. Like, everything fell apart as soon as...
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Well, first, where's Coffee?
Where is Coffee?
Fooky! Oh, Fooky! Oh, wait, it's not Fooky Tech. That's my bad. What's What's it up? Mix it up. Oh, mix it up. There we go. There's coffee.
Yeah.
Keep talking, honey. I'll put you
Hello.
I'll put you on Fugi Tech so people will not be alarmed that we're not on screen. How about that?
Yeah, for some reason we're not on screen, but
Bart's
don't worry,
still
we'll
on
be there.
for some reason.
But yeah. I did not watch the Super Bowl this weekend because, you guys know what a huge sports fan I am and not of that sports. But I've been trying to go back and watch some of the trailers and commercials that came out. Surprisingly, a lot of Marvel stuff.
Apparently, Sprout's not working. Sprout does that sometimes. It doesn't work.
Oh,
yikes. So we'll just use the regular.
Okay.
What we're not supposed to use. But yeah, we'll just use that. Anyways, now we're back to our regular scheduled stream.
Regularly scheduled swim.
And we need background music, I would assume.
We probably do, yeah.
Is this background music?
Mm-hmm.
It is indeed. Okay, where is the background music? Oh, it was this the entire time. Okay. There we go. Well, chat can hear it, not you, baby, but...
Okay, yeah, we can hear it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I unmuted
now we're professional.
We're professional again. Yeah. But yeah, did you guys see the Thunderbolts trailer? Did you guys see it? Are you guys excited? Are you guys as excited as I am? Probably not. Nobody knows who the Thunderbolts are.
Because they're losers.
Look, Bucky's not a loser. It's just he has a very complicated team, okay?
And relationship.
And relationship with said team of misfits and losers and not quite Captain America's.
But what did we want to discuss today, honey? Well, I work on emotes.
What did we want to discuss today?
Our VGen.
Yeah, we have a VGen, everybody. Yeah,
so
I know.
We've announced it multiple times, but we haven't really explained what we're planning on doing with our VGen, honestly, because we took forever to really launch it, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I know,
oh
Steve.
Boy.
I know,
oh
Steve-o.
Boy.
Do we have a booba incoming? I mean, if you want to order some booba. Wait, do you want boba or booba?
Yeah, there's a difference, you know?
Is there much of a difference? Not a whole lot of difference, honestly.
Not a whole lot. Maybe not. You're right. I mean, there could be a difference.
Would it be capybara booba you want?
Cappy booba?
Cappy booba.
Yeah, Cappy booba.
I mean, both are squishy, both. You would put Bard in your mouth, would you?
Wow.
Have you ever heard like so cute I want to eat it though?
I have heard it. Like when it comes to animals and stuff, like baby animals and stuff, I've heard people say stuff like that. They did that whole old skit on Key and Peele about that too. With the two ladies that keep saying the like stuff about the cute animals, and then it turns really it takes a really dark turn towards the end. I'm gonna have to show you that one later if you haven't seen it.
I've probably seen a variation of it.
Yeah, you probably have. But yeah.
But Byron and I have opened a VGen. I mean, and what is that? It's so many bits.
It's aggressively throwing four whole nickels.
Dang.
Wow.
That's a lot of 4 nickels.
I know. That's a lot of 4 nickels.
It's good because we don't accept pennies in Maple Land anymore.
Wow.
Though I have heard a certain orange man is thinking about getting rid of the penny. And that's probably the only thing that people can agree with him on. At this climate, we'll just say.
We'll just say.
Again, no matter what was it? Political affiliations.
Yeah.
You know, I think we could all agree and make fun of him. That's my opinion. I think that we can all make fun of him, no matter your affiliations. If you don't agree, then I'm sorry. Maybe this is not the stream for you. But thank you for the nickels or the pennies.
Ooh, and 5 full pennies. Wow. We can't even buy bubble gum with that, but it's okay. We don't need to.
Back in the day, we could have.
Yeah, back in the day.
Do you remember when candy used to be 5 cents?
Oh yeah, I remember there were some.
The good old days.
The good old days.
Like one gummy would be 5 cents, I think, where I was from.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Candy, you could buy individual candies. The FBI,
open up.
Why is the FBI coming? Are they coming to take the candy?
Are they taking the candies?
What are some really cheap things that you remember back in the day?
What are some
video games?
Other than video games, okay. This might be specifically for the U.S. peoples, but I think there used to be. Oh my God, and they were so bad for you. But there used to be these little juice drinks, right? That you could get
the
for
grenade
a quarter.
stuff?
Yeah, the little
grenade ones. So you were just like, oh my God, they were shaped like grenades. They were great. And I was like, what?
They were so bad for you. They were basically just sugar in colored water.
Sugar grenades, you could say.
Yeah. And they would sell them for like a quarter, 25 cents, right? And then like every kid would like chug them because they were so cheap. And I don't know how they made them so cheap like that, but
coming to confiscate illegal pennies. So what made him decide to get rid of the penny? Or do you think he would be successful with getting rid of the penny? What lobbyist do you think is going to be like, no, we have to keep the pennies for the children?
For the children?
I can see people keeping pennies and hoping that it'll become like collector items.
Maybe, right? I know for a while there were a lot of quarters that people were keeping as collector's items.
Because you can actually print stuff on them.
Yeah. So they would have different like faces and things like that on them.
I'm busy. Yes, I ate. Sibling came in. But yeah, like, I think it's because you can actually fit things on quarters, though. It's like, sorry guys, sometimes it feels like when I yell at my siblings, I'm busy, I'm like, oh my God, it's just like when you're watching something you shouldn't be, you're just like, oh, I'm busy! I'm busy! And you try to cover up.
No, don't look at my screen!
I can embarrass one of my brothers. One of them was caught watching a show that my papa was not expecting him to watch.
Oh, I see.
Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess, Mark?
Game of Thrones?
Yeah, actually.
That's
I think we talked about it. That's why.
Oh yeah, we probably did talk about it at some point.
And Papa Munii was like, ooh, not sure I should walk away from this. Cause confusion?
I mean, he's a grown boy.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you if this is more embarrassing. Cause I have walked in on the same brother. And they were not watching Game of Thrones.
Oh, they weren't?
They were watching My Little Pony.
Oh. I mean... well, I mean... that's just as embarrassing. No. I mean... You know, people...
He was learning about friendship and how magical...
I guess so, yeah. Magical friendship.
I will ask chat this. Is it more embarrassing to be caught watching My Little Pony or Game of Thrones?
Wait, coming to confiscate the illegal pennies because he wants to get rid of Lincoln. It's his whole Oh, man.
Look, he has to get rid of something. in order to like make his own coin.
I need to head out, but let me slide this dollar in between Bard's front teeth there.
Damn, not
Thank
even well,
you.
not between his cheeks, I guess. His
I
cappy
guess.
cheeks.
Yeah.
One day you're gonna have to learn how to make him clap, honey, for the stream.
One day.
One day for the stream. Wow. But yeah, do you think that they will he will replace it with his with a certain kind of what's it called? A trumpet coin, you know what I mean?
A trumpet coin?
Quote unquote trumpet coin. To, you know, cement his I don't know, does it cement himself in history somehow, you know? But he's already cemented himself in history. Let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be talking about this in history books like 100 years from now.
Do you think your kids will ask you the question of, Papa, why did you vote this man in?
Oh, jeez.
Are you prepared to have that conversation? They're not gonna care about the Canadian system. I'm just saying they're gonna be looking out at you and being like, Papa, you caused this. Your country caused this.
What happened, Papa?
And what will you say to them?
You know?
How do you think you can explain the... One day you're gonna have to explain the American voting system. Just in general.
Yeah. I guess so, right?
Even if we don't live there. How do you explain it to me?
I mean, I tried. It's very confusing, though.
Even for you?
Yeah, well, it's not as confusing, but I will readily admit it took me years to learn it, but, you know. Like, I did pay attention in school, luckily.
But you never did your homework.
I didn't. But I paid attention. That's the important part. I did the important part.
What did you pay attention to?
Mostly history class, actually, but not. I'm no longer as good at it because, like,
it would be hilarious if you were a history major.
You know what? It would be hilarious. But yeah,
you would be screaming more, I think, if you were a history major.
If I was, yeah. Alaria, what's up? Bunny boing boing. But yeah, like, I was mostly, like, paying attention in class, and I would pick up stuff, like, historical stuff. But, like, you know, I think it's the same with everybody when they kind of stop going to school and they stop hearing the stuff, that the knowledge kind of, like, leaves you. At that point, you know?
Yeah, it kind of does.
How are you doing?
It kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's because it's like with anything, if you're not actively participating in it or doing the thing, right? Like, you start to kind of, like, lose it a little bit, you know?
Well, also, like, you have to think of it like this. People are not... It's not that they don't care. It's just that you're not educated. And it kind of feels like a certain... there's been efforts to censor a lot of history sometimes. And that's very concerning. But, like, you know, keep certain things.
Yeah.
But, like, exclude others. And then, but you know, like, I think it's important to learn about history, the good and the bad, personally.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing to learn about history, and you know, like, there are sayings about, you know, not forgetting history so you don't repeat it, right? It's like, it is a thing, whether or not people follow that, though.
But yeah, how are you, Luria? I'm hopefully you don't have that much political talk come in.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you streaming? You're stramming?
Streaming?
I ignore politics, and yes, actually, what's your opinion on people talking about politics on stream?
I mean, it's whatever you want to talk about, right? It is your stream, technically, right? So it's like, my opinion on it is like, I don't mind if people talk about it. I personally like to avoid it when I can. Just because, you know, it's not the like I kind of have accepted that everybody has
A different political opinion.
yeah, and you know, that doesn't change my friendships or anything like that, right? So, you know,
Up to you. It's also the same as shooting yourself in the foot. Yeah?
mm-hmm.
I think for me, and it might be because I'm coming from... I come from this perspective. Not saying anything is the same thing as having a political opinion or something. So you might as well just say it. That's the kind of... That's it to a certain degree, you know what I mean?
Well, I think it depends too on where, right? Like, yeah,
depends, right?
yeah, because like for sure, like with Americans, it's definitely like a no-go. Like people will literally like lose family over that stuff, whether or not you feel like that's silly or not. You know, that's like another thing, right?
But then sometimes you kind of want to know, right? It's
Yeah,
complicated.
sometimes you
It's
kinda
very
wanna know.
complicated. I think for us, we're very lucky that, like, for the most part, like, I don't think there's that many things that we, even politically, disagree with.
Yeah.
It's very lucky considering how far apart, and we grew up definitely in very different circumstances. But I'm like, in certain circumstances, I do think it's important to say something. It's like, for example, if someone comes in and says like, racist things, right? I feel like it's important to like speak up on like, hey, like address it and be like, hey, it happened, because not because like you want to bring attention to it necessarily, but it's just to like kind of like, hey, we're gonna address it because it's not okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, like kind of like certain stances. Random question for Mr. Burb.
What? Ooh, Mr. Bob.
What is the question, Cell? And also, hi, how are ya?
Hello. Oh wow, your PC is dying trying to run Monster Hunter World.
Have you tried the what was it called? The
Oh, Wilds. I'm guessing you're saying Wilds. Should I upgrade from a 3070 Ti to a 5080? Okay. So it depends on whether or not you're of the opinion. Do you believe, for example, that frame generation and DLSS or FSR, do you believe that faking the frames, quote unquote, is okay? If you don't believe in that, then yes, you definitely should upgrade if you want the performance to be the actual frame rate without any of that stuff, right? But if you're the type that is like, I don't mind using FSR or DLSS or any of that sort of thing, then that's a different story, right? Like, you don't need to upgrade it, to be honest.
I just need to desperately upgrade.
Also, if you're trying to run Monster Hunter Wilds anyway, you might as well upgrade.
What about Marvel?
Like, you don't need to actually upgrade for Marvel. Marvel will run on a toaster. No, it won't. It won't. But honestly, it's because my VRAM is maxed out on all fronts. Even the frame rates are awful. Yeah, you need to definitely turn down some of the settings, and you might need to do like there are some critical issues with some of the stuff that in that game, right? Like for example, if you turn frame generation on and if your VRAM is almost maxed out to begin with, the frame generation will actually make it perform worse, right? I might go to 720p. I don't really understand why you would need to go that low, actually. To be honest with you, um I was pretty successful in running the game on what is it? Well, actually, you know what? I haven't tried to run it on a 3070 yet. Actually, I thought I was going to run it from yours, but then we ended up getting you a 4070, so that's a little bit different. I ran it on a laptop that's a 4060. We just got a gaming laptop that is a 4060, and it ran pretty smoothly on that. But I guess it's only because it's a 4060. Like there's a little bit of a difference in terms of what it's capable of. Was it? Yeah, Indiana Jones is the type of game that's like,
I'll pretend I understand what's going on.
mm-hmm.
Cause computers. Yeah.
How much VRAM is on your 3070? There should be at least six, right? Like I would imagine, at least six, maybe eight, right? Because I think my 3070 had eight, but it was a Founders Edition. Eight. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. It is a little low at this point. I mean, if you're gonna wanna future proof yourself anyway, at 5080. But to be honest, like a lot of people are saying that the performance in the 50 series is kind of disappointing. And a lot of people are only really upgrading it to it to take advantage of DLSS 4 and the frame generation, like the really good frame generation. So, I mean, if that stuff is not that important to you and you can get a cheaper 4080 or something like that, maybe you should stick with the 4080. Like only if you're very cost conscious. I'm trying to speak from that level of like, hey, you don't actually need to do all that, right? Like
Also, Bard also recently bought a new laptop for reasons.
I did, for reasons, yeah. Well, we kind of need it. Well, eventually we need it, but not. We didn't need it right away, but I decided. I decided we needed it. Okay. To be fair, 5080 costs 2.3K at the moment. Yeah, it's very pricey. Like it's definitely one of the pricier things. And it's also like the price of it is increased too because of the rarity of it too. So it's not like.
then need to make sure that the hammer. It always starts with Japanese for some reason. But computers. But yeah, are you excited for your that you got a new toy in the end?
In the end, it's actually been pretty useful
You've been
outside
testing
of
it.
stream.
Yeah.
I've been testing it out a lot and using it away from my normal PC. So yeah, it runs Monster Hunter well enough. If I have DLSS on and frame generation, it gets to 90 frames per second around 1080p. So I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Like, for those of you who don't really understand what that means, it looks good and it plays well, is all I will have to say about it. But yeah, 5080 is gonna be quite pricey. But you know what? You know what, Cell? I think you're going 2 generations upwards, right? Like, that seems about right. So, you know, the upgrade is fine, I think. If you can, if the price is like, I know the price is like ridiculous, but you know, it seems fine. Like, I think, because that's kind of the when I would upgrade, right? Like, since like me and Munii all have 40 series cards and stuff like that, we might not upgrade till like a 60 series card or a 70 series card comes out, for example, if that's what they're going to call them, right? Like, so we're just waiting 2 generations before that happens.
Also, Cell, you do work on the computer a lot, though, because you do, like, various media stuff. So that might be another...
Yeah.
Another reason to encourage yourself to, like, upgrade a little bit. Because that was Bart's justification for why he updated my graphics card.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you're gonna need to upgrade it anyways, Munii.
Yeah, you're gonna need to upgrade it. Why wait?
Because you were worried about my rendering. That's totally why.
Yeah, exactly. I was totally worried
about that. It's
not
because you were like, oh, I really want me to play Monster Hunter.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's not just because of that. Or rather, it's not just because of the day that I leave for Bounty Hunterville is the exact release date.
By chance.
By chance, yeah.
We didn't plan that, though. That was completely accidental. Not that you would want to, you would deny yourself the chance to play, Monster Hunter.
But yeah, it'll be all Monster Hunter streams for that month, right?
Feels like
just
it,
to
right?
justify its existence, I should say.
Probably right.
Right? Yeah.
I promised, right? Let me make this darker.
While you're working on that, I'm trying to do some achievements.
Oh.
Yeah.
On the marvels of the rivals?
Yeah. If I go into the AI games, I can bank out some of these achievements and get a costume.
I thought that you can't get achievements if you're in there.
No, you can. Wait, is it achievements only? Let me see.
Oh, is it certain achievements you can do, but you can't do it for all of them?
Let's see. Can do in AI. Oh, you can't do it in AI. Oh, you're right. I would have been wasting my time.
It's because, like, I remember Hoff, like, friend of the channel Hoff, was mentioning how he can't get any of the achievements because he does only bots.
Mm-mm. Okay, that makes sense. It has to be from Quick Play. Bless you.
Thank you. Also, we were gonna say that we were gonna do a special on our VGen. We keep forgetting to mention it.
Oh, yeah.
So why don't you
Sorry,
talk about?
We're cropped up, going dark for a second. No problem, Cell. And yeah. Okay, so VGen. So yeah. You guys, as you guys know, our services are on VGen now, and we opened the storefront, right? We were thinking of maybe perhaps doing a sort of grand opening style, like I don't know, like special. Since we just started on VGen, so I think we're still trying to work out what that exactly would entail, right? Like what would be given in said special, right? But we're thinking about it. I think but the details of it are a little bit early, but I think we will try to iron that out before the end of the month, I would say. And then we will re-announce it here, and then yeah, we can offer all that stuff to you guys, you know? But yeah, so there's that. I don't know.
We're thinking about doing it as a scab. Like the scab ones will be on sale.
Yeah.
Like very specific ones, not like all the services.
Yeah. I think that wouldn't be a bad idea, you know. But we shall see, you know. Ugh.
Did I draw a line over there? Yeah, I did.
Wait, what?
You know when you randomly draw a line over something?
Oh, yeah.
And they had to go through the whole, like, where is it?
Honestly, I get lost in my art a lot. I don't know sometimes where a certain splotch or a certain little stray mark is, and I have to search every layer. And then when I still can't find it, I just paint over it at the very end.
Well, luckily it's on a layer
just...
I don't need anymore.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't know. After I finish. Speaking of which, after I finish doing that Art of Invisible Woman, I was thinking about drawing more Marvel Rivals fan art, but I'm probably gonna stick more to a style that I'm more comfortable and familiar with.
I thought we were gonna do a certain podcast art, though I haven't done the sketch for that yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we need to do that. But this is stuff
in
for
between stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just wondering.
Yeah. You know, because I feel like in terms of arting, I've been planning it out only like a step ahead, not even like, oh, this is the next thing I want to do, and then I don't think while I'm doing it, I don't think about the next thing, right? So I think maybe I have to plan 2 or 3 steps ahead and start sketching things early.
Who are you?
And stuff.
Well, and you're also going to be traveling soon.
Yeah.
Who are you thinking about drawing?
Mm,
Luna?
what from Marvel Rivals? Yeah,
Yeah.
probably like Luna.
Because you've been playing her a lot.
I have been playing her a lot, you know? Eh. But yeah,
Yeah.
either Luna or, there's quite a few characters that I could draw actually. But yeah, you know what? Like Luna. We'll keep it simple. I know a lot of people like the Peach Momo Kosai that's in the
Mm-hmm.
game, Psylocke. Um
Do you think... Well, then that's Sai. That's not Luna, though.
mhm.
So were you thinking about doing Sai and Luna?
We can, yeah.
You can't say we can. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Bart can't decide. Bart can never decide.
Mhm.
The one thing he could decide on was marrying me.
Oh.
You're not denying it?
No, I'm not denying.
How long did it take you to decide, though?
um I mean, I would say like, it wasn't like an immediate decision, right? But
It wasn't immediate. It was just like, dang, this girl, Moody. She
mhm.
fine. I'm gonna marry her immediately. You actually
Wow.
had to think about it. You had to think about it.
I had to think about it.
What made you hesitant about getting married to me?
It's only because like I think like some people will be like, "Oh, Bart, are you sure? Are you for sure for reals
Are you
and
for real
stuff?
for wheels?
Are you for wheel for wheels?"
Is this just a fling? Is she
Yeah,
just a hussy? trying
No.
to get into the freedom lands,
Wow.
getting that sweet um that sweet freedom land green card.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one of your friends did think that
Mm-hmm.
before she met me, and then she's like, oh, she's just as weird, never mind. She's not a normie girl who's just like, yeah, this guy can give you to the United States. It was, oh no, she normal. She just
Mm-hmm.
as weird as Bard. Okay, I see. And then we proceeded to also be sus of your friend
Yeah.
when he got into a not relationship and was like, are you sure he's not getting catfish? And he wasn't. But it didn't work out the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, it's not like he bought a ring or anything, right?
No.
What would you have done if he's like, hey bro, I bought a ring.
What
I'm
if well, I mean, there's not much I could do about it if that's what they did, right?
I'm gonna propose just like how you did to Moody.
Oh no.
What would your advice be for people who want to propose to a Munii? Good talk, honey. You don't have any advice?
No, it's not that I don't have. I would say that, like, personally speaking, um, don't do it if you don't if you don't know the person. That's what I will say. Like,
But
cause I know. Hmm.
but they do know them.
But they do know them. Are you sure?
I don't know, honey. You had to tell me.
Sorry, I'm kind of focused on this right now. It's like
No.
it's hard for me to.
I don't want to.
Why you always pay
What?
attention to me?
Sorry.
That's okay. For some reason, I don't know where the layer where I worked on that sketch I sent Luria, so I had to refer back to what I sent. I don't know why I can't find it. I shouldn't have deleted it. Good thing I sent her some refs to approve. It's very possible I might have accidentally just deleted it.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. What happened? I stopped playing.
You stop
So I
playing?
can pay attention. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
What?
Hmm.
No, don't ignore. No, Muni's upset with me.
How dare you ignore me for a couple of moments because you were playing a game?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm. when did you decide that you want to get married to me?
Oh, when did I
Because I'm
decide?
so wonderful, right? Mm.
You are actually really wonderful.
Mm.
I mean, it was like a couple of months down, actually. I think we had spoken about this like originally, but it was actually around the time when the first Christmas that you came by.
That
Um
soon?
maybe like the month after it, right? I was already thinking
Yeah, this
you
is the
know,
one. This is as good as
yeah.
it's gonna get. gotta knock
No!
it down.
No, that's not what I was thinking, but it was more like we had so much fun, like during that time. So, it was kind of
They do say that some. This is not true for everybody, by the way. Like, so if you are
Mhm.
if you are somebody who is not sure about their relationship, full
Yeah.
disclaimer. They do say
Mhm.
that, like, for some guys out there, that they consider getting married, like, within the first, like, to that person
Yeah.
within a very short span of time. Like, they're like, this is the person.
Like
I've heard of that.
it was
That might not be inherently true, though.
I mean, it could be because like I had thought about it, but then I was like, oh, but what if I'm rushing into something
Yeah.
that I wasn't sure of? So I didn't really like decide
Immediately,
until
right?
yeah,
But
like
you're like,
immediately, but
but you're kind of like, okay, this is person I can see myself marrying type of level.
yeah, type of level. Like, yeah. That's where I was at the time. But yeah, like I thought like how wonderful would it be if, if, right? So it
If
was kind of yeah, like if we got married and stuff like that. And you know,
then I said,
what?
Bartholomew, I expect a ring on this finger. Sorry, you need to slap my hand a little louder to the
Like-
mic.
We're both doing it.
I expect a ring on this finger by the next lunar cycle of the month that we got together. Yes. I don't know how it sounds Shakespearean at all. And you're like, dang, this woman, so attractive with her weird speech. That's not a no.
That's not a no.
So you thought pretty soon into it.
Pretty soon, but like again, it's like it's one of those things where it's like you think it, but then you don't want to like
Rush it.
what is it? Yeah, you don't want to rush it or anything like that, right? Like in the immediate. So, it's like, oh, that would be kind of cool if it did, right? I don't think I really made that decision until we actively started talking about it, right? Like,
which was actually
mhm.
early summer at that point, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I think at that point I kind of got a feeling that we're both kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I guess this one, Mom.
Wow, is that what you told your mom?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Well, isn't that what you told Mama Papa Cappy in your heart? In your hearts
in
of
my
heart?
In my heart
Mama
of
and Mama
heart.
Cappy's looking down at heaven, going like,
Mm-hmm.
"Are you sure this one really? Bartholomew
Wow.
couldn't do better.
Wow.
Couldn't get a young one from
Wow.
from China. Oh, mail order.
Wow.
That's what Papa
Wow.
Cappy was doing.
Jeez, yeah, that really was what kept Papa Cappy be driving me insane.
Well, Papa Cappy just wanted someone to take care of you, even though if it was a long term, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
Well, they figured it was going to be long enough term.
Yeah,
I don't know. How do you? I mean, as being long distance, I don't judge people if they want to get married to someone who is like who is part of like a different country, obviously, right? Like everyone's gonna have different circumstances for that. But I always kind of look at it like this: like not everybody wants to live in the States, and this is coming from watching like 90 Day Fiance, where you have all these like people like bringing all these foreign people to the States, right?
Yeah.
And they're always like, oh yeah, they love me, but also like they're coming here for the States, and you're sitting there going like, why do they want to stay in their home country? And then it turns out that some of them do.
Well, like a lot of people are, definitely like thinking, oh, this is because okay, here's the thing, right? Like
Yeah.
everyone thinks where they came from is like the best place to live, right? Like
Except for
so
those people
they're-
running away from their home country.
except for people, yeah, but that's kind of the thing, right? Like a lot of people do think where they come from is like the best place to live, and then like you have a larger portion of people that appear on that show that are from Freedom Land, right? So
Well, yeah.
So there's like it's always somebody from Freedom Land and then someone else, right? Like so you kind of naturally
Yeah.
get that,
I do.
you know.
You know what? I will admit
Mhm.
this. This is one of the first shows that actually was started in the States first. Because a lot of the time, what people don't remember is a lot of like American shows are actually from other countries first.
Yeah, like The Office and things
The
like that, right?
Office, Iron Chef,
Yeah.
Power Rangers.
Mhm.
What else?
Let's see. Uh,
Transformers,
Technically yes and no, yeah.
GoBots.
Also technically yes or no. I think also like what is it? American Idol technically?
The Masked
In
Singer
a sense?
definitely. Masked Singer was
Yeah.
definitely a Korean
Yeah.
IP.
What was it? Whose line is it anyway? I think that was a UK show of a different name. Shark Tank. Shark Tank was not an idea that was started here. It was actually idea started elsewhere. Because I think Dragon's Den did it first, and they got it from somewhere else too. But yeah, like that's going down a huge hole.
But yeah, but I do think 90 Day Fiancé was one of the few shows that actually started in the States. Because, but I could be wrong.
Let's see. Let's look it up.
Also, welcome back, Sel.
Yeah. It is 10 seasons. Or country of origin, United States. Originated in the United States.
Aren't you
premiered in
proud that's the
2014.
one show that your country came up with?
Yeah.
Because the UK have their own version that we watched an episode of.
Yeah.
And this is how you can tell Bart and I are both art people, because like one of the guys was like a chef and the other guy was like a pretty well-known photographer. And like the photographer actually was quite accomplished.
Yeah.
And the chef was, we'll just say, not.
Yeah.
And we're kind of like, oh, how did they even get together?
It felt very mismatched, but you know.
Well, we both kind of sat there going like, okay, he's either only using, but even because like we both were sat there, we were like, okay, look, he's not using him for the green card, because we're both like, if he was using him for the UK green card, like that would imply that photographer's skills are not good enough. But the thing is, that photographer actually had skills to back up his photography. Because he was like a celebrity photographer in Thailand kind of level. So we were kind of like, he doesn't need this guy. So I think there actually is, in some twisted ways, this guy does actually care for the other guy. But every time the Thai guy was so mean to the white guy, I was like, we would read like the Reddit about it, and they're like, "Oh my god, he's so mean. Why is he so mean? Why can't he like be nice?" And then we're sitting there going like, "Well, that's what you get for dating an Asian, first of all." And you were just like, "Oh," and if you're in a graphics background, that's even worse.
Yeah, they're very judgmental,
like artistic, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know.
Like, I'm not sure if Sel can attest to like artistic Asians. But I feel like even for both of us, like we're a little bit harsher on certain things, right? Because we look at it going like, you gotta have it or not, right?
Yeah.
No, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Show me hurts a little bit.
Okay.
So entertain chat with your plans with art, or what you think we should do for
Yeah, it's fine. You go.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. So chat. Hear me out. Okay. So um, we're gonna turn the stream into all Monster Hunter Wilds for like a whole month. Okay. I'm sure you guys are gonna be thrilled with that. We're just gonna be playing. No, no. I think that's the idea was that we were gonna probably play Marvel Rivals a whole lot less. When Monster Hunter Wilds comes out, because me and Mooney played World like crazy. Like when, even though like World was not new anymore, right? Like we were just playing that a whole lot, and we've just been waiting for Wilds to come out at that point. So I think you're gonna see a lot more of that, and we're also gonna try to finish Metaphor too. Like we will probably um take the time out to play that every now and then and stuff like that, just so that we can kind of finish it the way that Mooney finished Yakuza. But afterwards, I don't know what her plans are. Um, but it does help to have somebody play the game for me. I'm like super lazy when it comes to gaming, because there's certain games that I will play a lot of, and I will play like I would try to learn the ins and outs of, and I dedicate time to, but I can only do that for like one or two games that I'm actively playing. So like for example, fighting games. Like I was playing Street Fighter 6 for a very long time, and that was like the only thing that I was playing. But I need to finish like the Atelier series, like Ryza. I still haven't finished 2 or 3. And like I still have Final Fantasy 16 and Stellar Blade on PlayStation 5 that I haven't finished. And it's like I want to finish those games, but I can't get to them. So it kind of helps that Mooney plays games. So maybe I can just like take advantage of that and have Mooney play the game for me while I watch. It's kind of funny how that happened though. But it's been working so far. We finished Yakuza 1, and we're playing Metaphor right now. And what else did? Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts, right? Like we finished Kingdom Hearts 1. That was surprisingly short. I didn't remember it being that short, but it was like actually surprisingly short. I was kind of shocked at that we finished it already. But now we got to think about when Kingdom Hearts 2, like when. When is that gonna happen? I don't know. We have too many games. There's too many games. They gotta stop releasing games all the time. Like it's like anime. There was a time when I actually was watching like almost like maybe like 60% of anime titles that came out every season, and I had like a very strict anime watching group, and we watched like everything that interested us in a season, right? So there was a time that we actually came to the conclusion that we've forgotten more anime titles and anime storylines than we actually remember. And we were like, damn, they just make too much anime. They need to stop. They need to stop and give everybody a break. I think that's how I feel like. That's how I feel like now with games. They need to stop and give everybody a break to beat stuff first. But yeah, I think Marvel Rivals is gonna be put on the back burner for a little bit, but then it's okay because we're probably gonna do Monster Hunter Wilds with you guys too. Actually, I think we're thinking about doing it for multiplayer Mondays, I guess. Maybe like we'll do it for multiplayer Mondays, and maybe sometimes on my stream. I guess like and that's how we'll do it. And if you guys happen to have the game and can run it, we would be happy to play with you guys. Though that game is like horrifically optimized, like immediately. So we'll see what happens. Oh. Sorry, I decided to continue to play a little bit of Marvel Rivals. Speaking of which, while Mooney is at the idol meeting, but yeah, hopefully we will be able to keep the schedule this time. Like originally, I was thinking that I was not gonna be able to keep my streaming schedule next month when I visit Bounty Hunterville to visit Mooney. But now that we have the laptop, I probably can keep the schedule. It's just that I don't know how much arting I can do because most of the art that I'm gonna have to do is probably gonna have to be on the iPad. So like I could draw small things, but I don't know if I can do the full illustrations that I have because my whole setup is gonna be here technically. And again, I can use Muni's monitor, her drawing tablet, to draw as well, but I don't think I'm as comfortable with it because I've never used an XP pen before. So we'll have to see how that goes. If I don't have the same level of comfort with the XP pen, then I might actually have to come back. I might have to do mostly iPad art then then, and it'll be a little different, but it's okay. Sorry, I'm trying to quick play while everything is going on. I know you guys can't see the screen. I wish I could share it, but I can't, unfortunately. It's all good. Yeah, yeah, you know. So how you been, Sal? How's everything? Like I do think though that again, I do think though that admittedly like when it comes to the whether or not to upgrade to a 5080, I think like in all seriousness like outside of whatever, right? Like I think I think I'll be good to pick up the 50. Yeah, yeah. I think what it is for me is that you are about at that level of about the not level, but at the time that I like for me, I always upgrade maybe like a generation or two afterwards, right? So I think it's about time for you, like like ideally just to keep it so that your system is like up to date in a way that's like it's not very badly out of date. I think that's like that generally is when I would do it, right? Yeah, so if you can swing it for a 5080, I mean it's a good card to get, so like originally, I was thinking about getting a 4080 when I was upgrading from a 3070, so I was thinking about getting a 4080, but like I went with the 4070 Ti only because of availability. I can't English right now. And it was more because that was what was in stock at the time. I remember. And like I think too that there is some concern about whether or not your system can run Monster Hunter, but like everybody has that concern, right? Like depending if you get something that's less than a 50 series. But to be honest, I think there was talk from the developers that there's improved code in the game, like performance, I should say, not code. They said that the game runs better. They have like builds of the game that run better. So you know, so that could be of benefit for people that are worried about the specs on their system. Ow. I thought I had already switched over to Cloak at that point, but I guess I didn't. Oh, you guys can't see it. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Just was checking some messaging. Oh, I don't know how many of you guys in chat are thinking about playing Monster Hunter, and do you guys need to upgrade your systems as well? I know Mooney, I had to upgrade her computer, and for myself, I had to get this new laptop. So it feels like I've had to completely upgrade all the things that I use. Though again, I don't think that it's 100% necessary to upgrade because I feel like unless you're using like a 1660 or something like that, like something that is so incredibly old and doesn't have more than 6 gigs of VRAM, I think that's where the horror show graphics come from, like the Silent Hill graphics come from, because from seeing everybody else's performance with it, right? Like people have been oh well it seems like everybody's been getting pretty good results without having to do a full upgrade. As long as they have enough VRAM for it. Main reason I upgrade is for the AAA titles now. Yeah, yeah. I mean that makes sense, right? Because like it also depends on what you actually play, right? Like if you play, because you mentioned Indiana Jones before, right? So like if you play games like that, then yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense to actually upgrade for. I got sponsorship for that at that time, and I can. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, that makes sense though. Like that actually, yeah. Mm-hmm. Was it okay though? Like that with the well, maybe I shouldn't be asking this like right on stream, right? Like we should like that is your sponsorship, so I shouldn't. But yeah, yeah, I mean, like to be fair, that game takes like no less than like a 4090 to run well at any given point, right? I'm being hyperbolic about it, but still, like, geez, there's a lot of games that you don't think should really take a whole lot of equipment to be running. Monster Hunter Wilds is another example of a game that really doesn't look like it needs that much gear to run, and yet for some reason it just runs like not the best on anything. Like even I believe the PS5 users are having issues too, even on the Pro version, right? Like the performance supposedly has gotten better, but it's not quite where I would say like, oh, this is amazing, right? 3070 Ti choking hard on it, damn. Like originally, I was gonna give Munii the 3070 that I had, but I guess I'm glad that I got her a. Oh shoot! I walked into that. Lunatic, what's up? How you doing? What's going on? But yeah, I'm glad that I got her a 4070 because it's running everything just fine. That she will be running, and also you know, she won't have to upgrade for quite a bit. Just lurking about as I watch anime. Ooh. Thanks for the lurk. Of course, I'm so out of tune with what anime is the thing now that I have no idea what's a good anime to watch. I've been wanting to watch, what is it called? The VTuber Legend one or whatever it was called. There was like one called VTuber Legend something or other. I was hearing that this is a thing that is good. I haven't watched all of that, but it seemed pretty funny from the few episodes I did. Oh, okay, yeah. Because it's very topical for me and Mooney. I think as long as it's a humorous anime, I think Mooney would like it. Time I got lost in another world, became a VTuber with a smart fridge. I mean, you know, them anime titles.
Sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
welcome back, Mooney.
I'm sorry if I still be hurt a lot.
It's okay.
It's like, I don't know why it hurt a lot. It just hurt so much, and I was like, I have a stream.
I've got a 5900X and a 4070 Ti, and without frame gen, I get consistent 40 frames on high settings. I think. Really, this is Monster Hunter World for you? Damn! Even on a 5900X, I'm running a 4070 Ti myself, and geez.
You talking about the struggle for good frames?
Yeah, in Monster Hunter World. It is a struggle for everyone. Like everybody's getting different results, with their equipment with different. Yeah.
All I can say is you guys all better find yourself a good husband. I don't know. Something tells me that they're very that they provide that nice computer boost. We can't take mine.
Yeah, but I'm very surprised that 5900X is with a 4070 Ti. Jeez. Because like admittedly, that's something that Mooney that I was thinking. Hey, that's like the upgrade. That was the upgrade path that I was gonna take you down.
Originally,
in a way, originally it is something similar to it. It was gonna be the what is it? The 5800 X3D. I was originally going to put that in Mooney's PC and give her the 3070, but it looks like I think it was a good idea that I completely upgraded your system, actually. Bart got me a new computer as a signing bonus into the voting pad. Yeah, apparently, right?
when you're making your esports group debut.
Oh!
Funny, wait. I think you came back just in time for when I went left for so long because I had a stomach ache.
Welcome, Raiders! Hello,
You do the shout out?
I will do the shout out.
Thank you, honey. My God.
Here we go.
How was stream, Valeria? I've been listening the whole time.
Yeah, that's the reason I didn't do the upgrade, by the way. The 5800 X3D was way more expensive because it was already out of print by the time we decided it.
But anyways, we'll do our quick introductions. Hello, my name is Munii Shoda. She's Bunny Hunter from the Stars. I may be a terrible shot, but guess what? I'm still gonna aim for your heart. And today, I'm with the best co-host ever, who holds down the fort when I have my stummy eggs. Introduce yourself.
Hello! Hello, chat. My name is Versus Bard. I am a fan artist here on Twitch. And yeah, I'm here to join Munii while Munii does commission works.
Speaking of commission work, sorry, what's good? I was buying time for your stream was alright. I got caught up in Star Rail, so I was like, kind of like, well, shit. It's Alu. It is indeed the Alu. Just trying to think. What I was about to say is, wait, did I make sure? Why is this wrong? Did I color the eyes wrong? Oh, you know what? What I did?
Oh, what happened? You flipped it?
This eye is wrong. These eyes are wrong. It's supposed to be flipped. Because I think what I did is I fixed it, but I didn't save it.
Marmot.
So I'll fix the eyes right here. Good thing I was just like, those don't look right. Something doesn't look right. Anyways, for anyone who doesn't know, when he did a handful of my emotes, and Bard here did my opening scene artwork. Speaking of artwork, which might actually interest Illyria. So since we opened our VGen, we have a problem. We don't have that much customers.
Well, it's not that. It's I think in order to get verified, we need to get reviews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And followers as well.
So our struggle is your gain. Why is that, honey?
Why is that? Oh yeah, that's right. We were thinking, yeah, got to market. You know, We're the VGen link. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we need followers. Hold on 1 second. Let me get the VGen link.
Yeah, so in order to get verified, we need to have enough people order from us. Now, we're not asking you guys, you humble people, to commission us. But if you do, we are thinking about doing a sale. A sale?
Yeah.
You could
like
say.
It's like an opening day sale. Yeah.
Which we probably should have planned out.
We probably should have definitely planned that out.
Yeah. We were thinking about doing Skeb discount. Thank you for the follow llamas. For life. I mean, I could. Unfortunately, right now, Marissa's about to open commissions. She just opened commissions, I saw, actually.
Yeah,
So I was getting my outfits, and I already done 4 other previous arrangements. Man, you feed Marissa real good. No, we're not specifically asking you, Illyria, to commission us. To be clear, we're not targeting one person, but we are thinking about doing some Skeb-like commissions. Hello, Boo. I'm thinking about upgrading the processor too, because if I go for the new GPU, I don't want to get any bottleneck.
Yeah.
It might be interested, Illyria. You know, just in the background, Illyria, not just specifically you, but maybe. Or maybe your fans would be interested in purchasing art for you. You know, I can't control what the Alu buns do. But we're thinking about doing like Skeb discount. But how would that work, honey? What's our Skebs like?
What are our Skebs like? Like, how would the discounting work? You see, we haven't really figured out all the details.
We're mostly thinking about it, honestly.
Yeah. And right now, I mean, you know, I guess it would just be like
Well, first of all, how we do our Skebs is like this. Bard does the sketch and the line art, and then I help with coloring. For clarification, for people who don't really know our style, that's how we kind of break it up. And the reason why we break it up like that is because, like, sometimes Bard has a lot of commissions, so to keep it easy on him, we actually split it up like that, so it's a little bit easier. Yeah. And so when we were thinking about doing the commission, it'd be kind of like, I don't want to say a sketch. It could be a sketch though, but usually when Bart does sketches, it's like a full
yeah,
illustration.
it's pretty much yeah.
But it's at a discount.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Did you do the link to the VGen, honey?
Oh, I thought I did. Give me a second.
I didn't check.
Okay.
Oh yes, you did. You did.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, please check out our VGen. We are thinking about doing a discount on how much do you think we should take off, honey?
How much? That's a good question. I think should be maybe like 30%.
30%?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But we shall see. We shall see. You know.
We shall see. We'll announce it formally on our Discords.
What is up, llamas? How you doing?
But yes, how are you? How is everybody? Did everyone enjoy Illyria's stream? You better.
You know, I haven't touched a Star Rail in so long, but I do like the character designs from Hoyoverse games, like as usual. Like they're always really good, but you know, it's one of those things where it's like I wanted to stay with playing Genshin Impact, but I just couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, I think for you, it's also like, you already don't really like keep up with most of your gacha games. Like you haven't really kept up even with Nikkei.
Yeah, I really haven't.
Which is might be shocking for some people to hear. Why is it shocking though? Because Bard is a diehard Nikkei player. He loves Shift Up.
Yeah, I do.
They're your favorite company ever.
Ever?
Ever. Also, they brought us together, but they're your...
Yeah. I mean, that is that is a truth.
Mm-hmm. But no, you decided that you will not play, you won't play Nikkei as much for some reason.
Well, it's not that. It's just that, like I was telling Chad before, there's just so much stuff to play and do and stuff like that, right? Like at any given point, it's like really hard to justify like sticking with one thing over another. Like next month we're gonna go back to Monster Hunter Wilds, right?
Fan favorite.
So we're likely, yeah. So likely we're gonna be giving up on Marvel Rivals for multiplayer stuff, right? And for a little bit anyway, right? Like it's not like a full give up type of thing, but you know, kind of sort of giving up on it.
I know that everyone was excited to find out that we finally got to Silver. Well, you got to Silver 3.
Somehow, but then I immediately lost it.
You got Silver 3 for one game.
For like one game, yeah. Yeah, the price for the 5800 X3D is like really expensive because it's out of print now. They don't make them anymore. That was the reason that the price went like crazy there.
Yes, computer parts. I too understand this.
Yes, you too understand this, right?
Yeah. What's everybody's computer specs? Tell us now, while the ad plays. I wonder what's the good processor to recommend to go with the GPU. Any thoughts? Anyways, you're off to bed. Good night, Lamush, and thank you for dropping by with Hilarious Stream. I hope you have a wonderful sleep.
Yeah.
Good night. They still have been making 5,700. I'm thinking about it tomorrow. I don't know if I want to, what I want though, if I commission something. No worries, I'll get Llama. We're partially joking about the commission thing. We never want to seem like we're begging. It's more like we're really bad at advertising ourselves, so we're trying to be better about it. But honestly, we appreciate everybody and anybody just even advertising us or like recommending us like Illyria's a big supporter of our art ventures. So we if anybody, if you just like recommend us, honestly, that's more than enough.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, continuing on with the computer recommendations, honey.
Let's see.
And also, thank you for that, Pats. What's your recommendation for Cell?
Oh well,
What was
I
this?
don't know. It's tough because it depends on how you know, like price conscious you are in terms of
And that's true.
you know, how
Singaporean
much
money
your
is
budget is.
Singaporean money is different from the prices in Freedom Land, and also like it also changes depending on the parts where how much it costs there too, right?
Yeah, you know, and it's like you know, honestly,
The same
let's
as
see.
Pad. Okay, just imagine you're selling it to me, honey.
Yeah. Like, I mean, honestly speaking, if you're just talking about playing games and stuff like that, just go for like a Ryzen 7 like 9800 X3D. Just do it, right? Like, that's fine. But like, you know, if you're doing other things, right?
Like video editing, stuff like that.
Yeah, like video editing and stuff like that. Some people prefer to stay with Intel with it. I do too, but it's only because you know, like I've had some issues with using like for instance, it's DaVinci Blackmagic.
Yeah.
Like from time to time in the past when I was using my 3700X. So that's the only reason why I went back, but you know, like it's not I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just saying that like you know, you can go with either thing and you'd still be fine, you know?
Okay. Well, just say
Streaming and editing too, yeah.
Let's say what's the cheapest you would recommend?
What's the cheapest? Well, I mean, the 9800 X3D is like a $500 processor. So, I mean, you know, if as long as you're getting something like a Ryzen 7, you don't have to go for the X3D, but you know, like you should be fine like using one of those, right? Like because like again, I usually suggest AMD for people who are more price conscious, right? Like on 9700X, that's like, you know, if you really want performance for your gaming, but you don't want to spend too much money, that's a $300 US CPU. But you know, I think that's around what most people pay for a CPU these days. You know.
But then also, depending on how old your computer is, sometimes it's better to just buy a pre-made.
Yeah, sometimes it depends. Like, especially during COVID, it was just better to get a pre-made because it, you know, like that was just the affordability of things, right? Yeah, you know, Lunatic, like, again, I'm not saying I don't think that one is overall that much better than the other. To be honest, whatever you guys are using, and if it's working for you guys at the time, it's good enough, right? Like, for example, right now I'm using a 13700K, right? That's been working for me. So I'm gonna stick with that for now. But who knows what my next PC will be, right? Like, you know, it might be something a little bit different, you know? You never know. And the only reason that I got Munii at 12700K is because I actually got that processor for free from someone. Like that's the only reason that I have her using that. It's because it was a brand new 12700K for free.
Bard
and I was
Sugar
like,
Daddy gave it to me.
yeah, apparently.
They would laugh if they were here.
5700 X3D is sitting in like 265, which is pretty good. Yeah, red or blue, largely.
But Sal, do you need Bart to repeat what he said about what his recommendations are because of the ads? Like, let us know.
Yeah, I mean, look at look at what Fatal is recommending there too. Like the 5700 X3D. That's the one that I originally was thinking of getting you. Actually, Moni. That one in particular, because they didn't have the 5800 X3D at an affordable price. So that was originally what I was gonna upgrade Munii to because the motherboard could still support it. But I was like, I can't even put the graphics card in and everything, and I got the newer processor for free. So it just kind of made sense for me to just get you the whole new thing, right? So
yeah, we kind of lucked out that your friend that like friend of the channel happened to be like very gracious in donating a was it CPU or GPU?
Yeah, CPU.
Because honestly he did not have to.
Yeah.
But he was trying to upgrade his SO's computer, and they happened to buy the CPU like a little bit earlier than they expected the upgrade to be, and then they bought a better one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're kind of like, what the heck?
Well, you know, my friend is prone to doing things like that, so
They talked to me about everyone's favorite angry animator, Don Bluth. And my instructor was confused. He's like, "Did you get Don Bluth to talk about it?" I'm like, "No, why would I get Don Bluth? How could I possibly get Don Bluth on the phone?"
Right? Imagine.
Damn, that would solidify my career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I, random stranger, could get Don Bluth, but no, like basically, friend of the channel Hoff wanted to talk about a topic. And it will animation specifically, and he was he was everywhere. So it's just like, hey, just talk about Don Bluth because like you seem like you keep coming back to him. And it worked out.
Yeah, you know,
like really well actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, we call him everyone's favorite angry man animator. Oh, but you remember how, like, we won't spoil it too much because I do plan on posting the podcast just without my real name. But I do know that what was it? What was I gonna say? I was gonna say that when he heard the actor that was gonna play that character, he also gave the same look that you did.
Oh yeah.
He was like, "Really, that guy?" He did agree that your pick for the movie was good. Because he's like, yeah, he would do anything.
He would do anything.
I think it's because, like, okay, we'll reveal this part of it. We won't reveal for what project it was going to be for. But no offense, Ryan Reynolds is a good actor and all, but it's just so overdone to have him, in my opinion. But he brings the money. I'm not going to deny that. How do you feel about it, though, honey?
I mean, you know, like, I unlike said friend, I don't mind
movies with him.
Yeah, I actually don't mind. I think the world is better for it.
I just think that he's in everything. I'd rather have different actors. That's just me, though. But your pick for the particular movie was you can share who it was.
Oh, it was Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, favorite actor.
He will do anything.
Anything.
Yeah, he really will. Dude will does not know how to say no.
But he's a good actor, though. He's not terrible.
Well, the thing is, okay, it's questionable. I don't consider him necessarily
it's okay,
good
fine. It's
actor,
like,
but...
oh, I guess there's like always the people who's like, is he a good actor or is he just garbage, right?
Yeah. I'm of the opinion of, you know what you're getting when you hire him. It just like the same thing with Keanu Reeves. You know what you're getting when you get him to do your movie, right? And that's good enough.
Yeah. What is chat's thoughts though? Do you really know what you're getting when you get Keanu Reeves?
I think you know what you're getting if you get Keanu Reeves.
That's your claim?
I do think so. I mean, it's no surprise that his best movies lately have been movies where it's like, yeah, okay.
That's Keanu?
Yeah, that's Keanu.
I'm wondering if I should go like full cartoony or if I should go like kind of like tier render, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because they said like to kind of like do like this, and it does work, but then like on such a small emote, it might not actually turn out that good.
Yeah, you might not be able to see it, but try it, you know?
No, it's way too thin, right? Like, it's fine for this, right? Because it's like... No, I have to do the... It has to be bold. But anyways...
Mm-hmm.
Who's another actor that you're like, they will do anything? Leonardo DiCaprio. I feel he would do anything.
But he's very selective, though.
Is he?
Like, I think. Yeah, I think because he's only in movies that he does a good job in.
He's like, no shit, he would done for me, so you do a good job. Jack Black?
Yeah, Jack Black
would do anything.
Like, he seems to be in everything.
But it has
lately.
to be fun. It has to be fun. If it's not fun, he won't do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know who would do anything, including I don't know.
Fantasy movies.
Fantasy movies, right?
I think Nicolas Cage is like the defining. I will do anything. It doesn't matter what.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like he was even CG Superman in the Flash movie.
I'm surprised that they got him to like that he. Not that he was willing to do it, that they chose him to do it.
That they chose him to. Well, okay, so
he's not he's not who I picture to be Superman. Okay.
So there's a story behind it. Oh my god, there's a huge story behind that. No, Jim Carrey's actually retired now. He only does the Sonic movies because he actually genuinely enjoys being the character.
You can tell how much he enjoys being.
Yeah.
Robotnik.
Well, though he did say he needs money, so maybe he's not fully retired.
Well, I think he's like he's joked about. I also just really need money.
Yeah. But so the reason what was it? Oh shoot, sorry, I'm trying to focus on like too many things at the same time. What were we talking about?
Actors who would do anything?
No. There was a specific thing we just said. Oh my god. Not Jack Black. It was. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Why was what's his name? Nicolas Cage used as CGI.
Oh yeah.
Why was he picked?
Superman.
Because I never understood that pick.
So I think some people will already know this story, but in the 90s, okay, so remember Tim Burton, he was the director that made the first Batman movie at the time. Well, not the first Batman movie, but the 89 Batman movie that got popular, right? He was actually slated to make a Superman movie after that, after Batman Returns. Before he was canned from for
reasons?
for reasons, yeah.
What did he
because
do?
so it nothing bad or anything like that, but
Oh,
basically Batman Returns was too dark. The studio thought that it was way too dark and violent for the kids and stuff like that, considering what happened in that movie. So they kind of got rid of him at that point instead of keeping him on, even though he was responsible for the popular Batman movies at the time, right? So basically, when he was gonna do Superman for them, it was gonna be a movie called Superman Lives, and basically they had cast Nicolas Cage as Superman at the time. They even have a video of him testing the costume out that they created for him as Superman. So he was
that's
for
an
yeah.
interesting choice.
Yeah, it made no sense, but they cast him as Superman, and Nicolas Cage was all on board for being Superman. He really wanted to be Superman.
I mean, I think anybody would want to be Superman.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, so that alternate reality sequence in that movie was fully because Nicolas Cage was going to be Superman at one point. So they kind of considered it like a thing that actually happened because they had already created the costume and everything like that. Like they did everything but film the actual movie.
I mean, I guess like you kind of feel bad that he didn't end up doing the role he wanted to do.
Yeah.
But
at the same time, I think everybody was...
Do you think he would have actually done a good job?
It's hard to say because it was a Tim Burton movie. He tends to pick a lot of weird choices and things like that, like unorthodox things for his movies.
Okay, you say that, but he uses his wife and best friend all the time.
Yeah, it is true, right? Would he have been good in that? Would that movie have been good? You know what? I will say that maybe it might not have been that great. I will fully say that maybe it would.
You have your doubts.
I have my doubts about it. Yeah, because like while he was like Tim Burton in the 90s was like kind of on a roll. Like he was doing so many different movies, but he had a very specific style for his movies, and I don't think that Superman would have benefited from his style, because like I think the thing about Superman is that and it's the thing that why people didn't like Man of Steel, even though Henry Cavill was for all intents purposes like perfectly cast for the role, the movie itself wasn't what people look for when they look at a Superman movie, right? It wasn't very hopeful, and I know that the idea was to make it more grounded and realistic. But the reason people enjoy the character is because everything around you is so terrible. But here's a person who represents like more hope that things can be better. And I think that that's where they missed the thing. Not that I'm a huge fan of Superman, by the way. I'm not actually a DC fan, but I believe that's the draw of the character for people who read those comics. And so that's why it didn't quite work. And I think it wouldn't have worked in the 90s, like trying to make it more gritty and stuff like that. I think it would have missed the mark. But we'll never know. The movie never got made, so we'll never know.
And do you think he would have been a better...
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it would have been possible for him to be a better Superman than Henry Cavill?
Oh, that's hard. That's hard because for all the faults of Man of Steel and the Snyderverse, right?
Yeah.
Henry Cavill, when they gave him material that was like, that's Superman, right? Like he was Superman. Like I think that's the thing, right? Like the movies weren't good, but he was actually, when given the chance, good at that role in particular.
Like he was a good Superman, just bad script.
Yeah, correct. That's how I felt about it. I don't know how you guys felt about it, but I think
I thought the movies were stupid. I really
Yeah.
I famously hate the Batman versus Superman movie.
Oh yes, it's really bad. Mm-hmm. No,
my ex at the my partner at the time, He liked it. I don't know why. I was like, did we watch different movies?
I mean, that movie was really nonsensical. You know what happened with that movie, by the way? I'll tell you what happened. So Zack Snyder is an amazing filmmaker. He does a lot of movies that have a very specific style, like what was it? Freaking Watchmen, things like that, right? Like, or the movie with all the Spartans and stuff like that, right? Like, he has a very specific style to his movies, but like when you know that that's his style, like it works, right? For the movies that he makes, right? He basically, I believe he might have read The Dark Knight Returns. It's a single Batman story set in a post-apocalyptic future where everyone is like comically evil, and Superman works for the government, and Superman is like, he's not evil, but he's totally tied to the interests of a political government, right?
So that Superman would have totally voted for the Orange Man.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So here's the problem with reading that book. He thought that was what
they wanted
Batman was,
or Batman and Superman was.
It was a very popular series, right?
Yeah.
For a lot of people, it made a lot of money but it was popular because it was different, and it was a one shot. Everybody knew that it was like an Elseworlds story. At the time, they called it Hyper Time or Elseworlds, and it was not the main Batman. And it was really cool and edgy for the time, but
because Batman is now he's depicted as super edgy.
Yeah, exactly. And that was all that he seemed to have read of Batman, because he fully admits that that's his favorite. Yeah, Zack Snyder, Pig. Yeah, he fully admits that that's his favorite. And by the way, Gage, yes, Squirrel Girl, that was a nice game. But yeah, like he was definitely only reading that, and he used that as his guide. And Batman versus Superman, the movie, is based on a lot of things that happened in that book, which were completely out of character for both characters. Where Batman is kind of a murderous asshole, and Superman is this guy who's kind of a douchebag, and he doesn't like really care about the people around him and the things that he does to those people around him and stuff. You know, it's like Superman's almost like a marmot who is raging for food, and
horny for no reason.
And horny for no reason. No.
Okay. Because I'm going to say this. This is one of the reasons why I hated the movie, because I thought it was so stupid.
Yeah.
Because Lois Lane's in the bathtub and Superman appears. And she like, this isn't. And do you remember that scene?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so this is specifically in Batman versus Superman, guys. And she's just like, why is the world evil? Or something like this. Or like something like along the lines of like, she's asking Superman why things are, right? Mm-hmm. And she's just like, because she's really sad, I guess, because of the corruption of the world or whatever. Like, everything's like bad's happening. And you want how Superman answers her?
I don't remember. Oh, shoot. Oh,
he makes out with her.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm like, and I audibly said, that doesn't answer her question.
Look. He doesn't have all the answers, okay? So shut up.
You would actually say shut up to me.
No, I wouldn't, but that's Superman's response, apparently. I think Zack Snyder is a really good director, but he should never write anything, nor should the Batman versus Superman writer ever. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, he has a very specific style to the movies he does, and it works for his movies, but him as a writer is very different from him as a director, right? Like, when he did 300, everybody praised its like the way that the movie looked, right? And the like the cinematography, everything was great in that movie. He shouldn't write it though. But it worked for the type of movie that he was making. Same thing with Sin City and Watchmen. The material worked for the type of director that he was, But he shouldn't be making a Batman versus Superman movie.
So is he the reason why Batman is so dark?
Not necessarily, no. He's not the reason that Batman it turned out that dark. I mean, there's a whole lot of reasons why Dark Batman became a thing, but it wasn't necessarily just him. The world ain't evil with these lips in him, I guess. I've yet to see Rebel Moon, but there's a director's cut. He had complete control over. This should really only be a director's cut. You know?
It's okay, guys. I also equally hate a different movie. Possibly more than Batman versus Superman.
Yeah?
That movie is Aquaman.
Oh,
I
yeah,
also
yeah.
famously hate that movie. Because, like, everything that could possibly go wrong. Okay, I'm not even a fan of Aquaman. Just to be clear, the only good thing about that movie was Jason Momoa. That's literally the only good part of that movie.
Wow. I mean, you know, it is Aquaman.
You have never watched an Aquaman movie.
I never watched it. I was curious about watching the Aquaman movies, but I've only heard
my disdain for that movie. I watched that movie because my friend really wanted to watch the movie because she loves Jason Momoa at the time. Like, well, she still loves him, but like,
yeah.
She was just like, "Oh, it was so great." When after we finished the movie, and I looked at her going, like, "Was it? Was it that great?" And she's just like,
"Yeah."
Well, what did you hate about the movie? And I gave her a list.
I'm glad Jason Momoa is playing Lobo. Much better casting for it. It is true. If I had to cast anybody to play Lobo, it should have been Jason Momoa. So I'm glad he got that casting with the new Superman movie.
What's that?
So Jason Momoa is going to be in the new Superman movie that's being made right now.
So wait, what happened to his Aquaman? Are they doing a new universe now?
It's a new universe. He's no longer Aquaman in this universe. He's Lobo. He's an alien bounty hunter, which you should know a whole lot about.
Yes, because they're obviously unrelated. All bounty hunters are
all
related.
Bounty hunters are related. Yeah.
Oasis, Space Bounty Hunter Oasis.
Space Bounty Hunter Oasis. I'm sorry. No, but in all seriousness, Lobo is like, he's strong like Superman, only he's not a very good person because he is like a generic space bounty hunter type character who is very rough around the edges, and he smokes a lot and he curses a lot and he only cares about money. But he is a character in the new Superman movie. They work at the same office? Oh, really? But yeah, like,
What if all I care about was money?
I mean, you can.
You wouldn't be sad all I care about is money?
No, I wouldn't be sad about that. Why? Why would I be sad about that?
Cause I don't care about you. You'll be like, you don't care about me as much.
No.
You saying bounty hunters care about his money? Huh? Huh?
No, why?
What are you trying to imply, punk? I'm a Luria space right now.
No. Not all space bounty hunters only care about money. There are space bounty hunters that are different, like Spike from Cowboy Bebop. I don't know if he's a space bounty hunter. I'm sorry.
They kind of are. That's what it is. Like like they're all space bounty hunters.
Oh, okay.
Of various different degrees and specialties, we'll just say. But yeah, like, have you guys watched the the Aquaman movie, I can tell you why I hate it so much. I can start with the costuming to the premise of the story and how.
But that is Aquaman's costume. the weird orangey yellow.
No,
and green.
they didn't even use that outfit for him.
Oh, they didn't.
No, they didn't give him the stupid outfit.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
That's news.
Okay, so you know how they introduced him in what was it? Not Avengers. What's their thing called again?
Justice League?
Justice League. Yeah, there we go. I don't think the costume looks good in that. So basically they introduced him in Justice League. Do you know that part, right?
Yeah.
Did you watch Justice League?
I did.
How did you feel about Justice League?
I did not like the movie.
Okay, so we're also saying on the same page.
It didn't matter which version, by the way. I didn't like the Justice League movie at all. I'm sorry if my opinion of the Justice League movie is they did get the right actors to play the characters, but the material they were given was just really not great at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, back to me. So how do I describe it? So after the first Justice League movie, you know how he was given a weapon? Like, because that's where they introduced Aquaman and Mira, technically. Like, that was the first movie they introduced them, right?
Yeah.
And she gave him a not trident. And everyone,
yes, that's right.
Everyone was confused because they thought, like, oh, that's his trident. And all the comic book fans were like, no, that's not his trident. And everyone was like, what do you mean? It's like, it has 4 prongs, not 3, so it's not the trident. It was a fork. They gave him a mighty fork. I don't know. They didn't really go into it. They're just like, he needs this fork for some reason because that's what they needed for the movie. Because he needed a weapon, but he couldn't have the trident because they were planning out their movie, I guess. And so, I guess I should preface this with like, with spoilers, I guess, for anyone who hasn't watched the movie. So the beginning of the movie is like, because apparently they have to make everybody dark and grody because of course they do, right? And so
dark
like
and grody like a marmot?
Like a marmot, yeah.
Yeah.
They have to make everyone dark and moody. And so like he's like drinking and I guess people know that he's not actually human because they saw him on TV and they're like, you don't belong here. And he's just like, I'm just here for a drink, whatever bullshit. If I remember correctly. This is all fuzzy, by the way. I may not remember exactly how the movie went, so you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But basically, like, his brother wants to take over the land for whatever reason.
Because, you know?
Yeah, just for reasons.
For reasons, yeah.
I don't remember what the brother's reasons was, but he's like, I want to be the king of everything. And our father is dying, so I'm going to be the rightful heir.
Ooh.
And then what ends up happening is that Mira is like, no, we have to stop him because he's not going to be a good king. So they had to do 2 things in this movie.
Yeah.
They had to tell the plot, but they also had to give not Iron Man, they had to give Aquaman his backstory. So they had to do 2 jobs at the same time. Yeah, that's already kind of not a great idea in my opinion, because you only have so much time to dedicate to this. But anyways, they did it. And that's not the reason why I dislike the movie. Okay, so Mira is just like, we have to stop him, and Aquaman's like, I don't want to. And she's like, you have to. And he's like, okay, fine, I will, because like my daddy's in danger. Because his dad is a regular fisherman who's waiting for his beloved to come back. His beloved is the queen who cheated. That's why it's his brother. They already know. So you're probably wondering at this point, oh wait, okay, so he knows that he's like a fishman person, right? He knows he has all this powers. But wait a minute. How does he know all this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense because he's lived on the surface for like a majority of his life as a half fishman, half mer person.
Half fishman, half mer person?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Half human, half mer person. My bad. So you're like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. So the movie directors realized that, so they had to give exposition, right? So they had to explain. I guess like they used Mira to like he's like, oh, so why you like this? And she's like, well, this is my childhood, where he's like, I'm basically like doing the whole I'm not like the other women, like I'm not like the other girls, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, you're like, okay, let's listen to his tragic backstory. And he's just like, so at one point, like, my mom and dad met, and you're like, okay. And because like she ran away from home and she fell in love with this lonely, what was it called? Let me close my door for a minute. This lonely lighthouse keeper. And you're like, okay. And they fell in love and they had a little baby. Apparently all the parts work the same because they're not technically of different species. They're just a little different.
Just a little
different. And then so their peaceful life was changed forever when her past finally caught up with her. AKA, she was supposed to get married to this other guy.
Whoa.
Right? So they're like, we'll fuck up your life if you don't come with us. And she's like, to protect my son and my lover, I will go with you. And you're like, okay. So I guess like to kind of like, they notice that like, oh no, he inherited the Atlantean, because that's what they're called. I keep calling them fish people. They are fish people, but they're Atlantean. So they're like, oh no, he inherited Atlantean abilities. We need to like train him so he doesn't. I guess they need to like train him, or it's implied they need to train. I don't remember. They need to raise him so he doesn't either misuse it or whatever, some sort of shit. One day we're gonna have to do like Munii tries her best to remember movies she hates.
we really do need to do that.
Anyways, so basically by doing the whole exposition, I guess like one of the you know how there's always like the loyal knight who will follow whatever people. Hi, Amy.
Hello.
It's like the loyal knight who will follow whatever their liege says. So in this case, like whatever his mommy wants, right?
Yeah.
She basically. Oh, I know who the OC is.
Oh, Pig, you really like the Snyder Cut? But yeah, go on.
I'm trying to think. So how did it go? Like. And then, like, so the loyal knight person trains Aquaman to be Aquaman. For whatever reason. Totally not for an uprising. But, like, you know.
Totally not.
And then, so, like, that's how, like, he learns about how to do his abilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like... And it's basically implied she is never... Like, the mom has never come back for them, right?
Yeah.
She's basically like, not because, like, you're dead to me, it's like to protect them type of thing. But he doesn't know that. He's just like, I'm just a broody man. Because that's how these movies go in this world. You know? As you experienced with, like, Batman and Superman.
That's just how these movies are, huh?
Yeah. And then, for me, it doesn't really explain how Because, like, the reason why they found out he has powers was because he could talk to the sea creatures at the aquarium. That was how they kind of
Oh yeah.
it.
No. No.
And then, like, they didn't explain why Mira knows who the fuck he is, or how he knows about Atlantis, and honestly, in my opinion, there was a lot of plot holes. It was kind of like, eh? But okay,
Yeah.
I guess. Like, as long as it gets through the movie. And then... Oh, I forgot to draw the bow for both of these. Okay, that's good. It's fine. We're still in the stage to draw these stuff. I'm like, something's missing.
Yeah, something's kind of missing.
Okay, so anyways, continuing on with the struggle bus that is this movie. By the way, this is like the first half hour of the movie, and I'm already kind of like done. I'm like tuning out. So they go in this ship because it's faster to use this water ship in order to get to Atlantis, essentially.
Yeah.
And then, cause like, I think Mira's whole plan is like, oh, because there's technically 2 heirs for the throne, right? You gotta fight it out between each other and blah, blah, blah. I don't know what her whole plan is, cause she also wants to get married to the heir.
Oh, okay.
I'm waving my arms around like you guys can see anything, like you guys can see something, like me just shrugging like, I don't know, this is just what I remember. So anyways, she can't really be associated with him, even though she's the one who brought him there for whatever reasons. However, we're good. I'm just trying to recall why I hate Aquaman so much. The movie, not the character. And what was it about it? Like, what else? So, like, they do like because they always have to do a fight scene, right? And he loses, or something happens, and they're just like, oh, we gotta escape because we're not strong enough. And she's like, oh, we gotta use the trident. Where do we find the trident? Oh, we gotta find clues to find the trident. You know, kind of stuff like that, right?
You gotta find the trident.
The trident.
The Candy Mountain.
The trident that proves that you are the true heir, right? By the way, you're probably wondering where his mom is this entire time. Good question. Moving on. So, by the way, she's a terrible mother because she abandoned that other kid too.
Oh no! Oh no! Well, maybe his mom is hanging out with all the marmots. You know, you never know.
Okay, so anyways, he doesn't have the costume, the orange. He doesn't get that costume until, I swear, the very end of the movie. So first they got to go to a desert. How did they find a plane to go to the middle of the desert? I don't know. They just got one.
Yeah.
And then, so, like, they go to this desert to find a clue. Daddy issues make new and improve mommy issues.
Yeah.
And then they go to the desert place. The Atlantean people are there. They do their fighting thing, but like, and you know, they or whatever thing they have to do. Like it. Oh my God, they gotta do a little bit of this venture thing, and then they're like, "Huh, we got the thing that we needed from the desert place." And then suddenly, sorry, let me just drink this first.
Ooh, hydrating. What's up, Juice?
Hi, Juice. And then suddenly, and I literally mean the suddenly, because like when they were in the desert place, they fell down into a pit. Okay? They fell down into a giant pit in the sand to find this hidden cavern. They're suddenly teleported to this Italian place. Like it's like some city in Italy.
Okay.
How did they get out of the pit? I don't know. Because the plane that they were on abandoned them. They jumped out of their fucking plane. Sorry, I forgot to mention. They jumped out of a plane onto the sand dunes to find this place. I don't know. It wasn't explained to me how they got there. I was just like, how did they get here to a now not sandy desert place? So that was already another plot hole I was trying to figure out. What's happening? I'm complaining about Aquaman, the movie, not Aquaman, the person. Oh, don't get me started on Aquaman. I hate bad storytelling. I will tell it to you guys straight. If I think that a story is told very badly, you will never hear the end of it from me. This is a perfect example of why. It's because, like, honestly, like, they had no reason for it to be that poorly written of a story.
Yeah.
You should have seen me and my father after Endgame. Cause, like, you know, I kind of expect, like, I guess, like, you've already been disappointed by Marvel and DC movies, honestly, honey.
Mostly the DC movies. I've been more kinder to the Marvel stuff because I'm not hypercritical about certain aspects of them, like other people are. So
You're biased, okay.
Yeah, I'm a little biased. I have to say, you know.
Okay. We had a waitress at IHOP laughing her ass off. We spent longer discussing the plot holes in the movie. It actually, yeah. Okay, so I also talk about what I don't like about the Endgame movie. The girl power moment was very unnecessary.
It's very unnecessary, yes.
It was just like, I know they're trying to be like, come on girls, let's show them that, like, we're really good at fighting. And I'm just going like, you just made it worse. Like what can I say, right? Like, it's like, look, this could have been like a great way to like introduce like Rescue and all these other like female, like, I was actually really pissed they didn't introduce Rescue that well. Because they had so much potential with Rescue. Because they kind of just touched on her when at that movie when they had to give her the transplant thing, right? And I'm like, oh, cool. That means like Rescue's gonna be part of the next movie. The reason why I knew about Rescue was because of my brother's like encyclopedia of like Marvel characters, and I'm like, oh, cool. Like they're gonna do something with Rescue. They did shit all with Rescue.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was the end of
that era, so it's kind of too late.
Well,
they could have done some more.
Yeah, it was kind of too late because Robert Downey Jr. wasn't going to be in any of the movie. Okay.
That's such a bullshit lie now.
I can't say that now, right? Because they brought him back. But at the time, it was meant to be... Yeah, it was planned to be his last movie, right? So it's like, really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have Gwyneth Paltrow in the movies when Robert Downey Jr.
When he's the one who's bringing all the money.
Them. Yeah, you know?
But anyways, like... She could have had her own fucking movie, but whatever.
So Illyria, they did in fact bring him back. It's been announced that he will be playing Doctor Doom in Avengers
Which people
Doomsday.
are pissed about.
Yeah,
For various reasons. Not because they hate Robert Downey Jr., they just think, like, why?
Yeah, why? Like, it's a valid question. Like, it's not that people don't enjoy him as an actor, but why? Like, he's already playing Iron Man.
He already played.
Yeah.
That's Doctor Doom, I believe. I'm so pissed about it. It seems just really random. Like, because they could have easily found someone else to do it.
Well, they could have, but it's just, you know.
But he brings in the money.
Yeah.
Were they worried that, like, the Fantastic Four weren't going to do well?
I think they were. I honestly think they were.
Because that's what it really comes down to, right? When they fear that a movie's not going to do well, they just put a really big name and slap it on and go like, okay, kids, you should be happy now. Right? That's what they usually do.
I mean, you know, it's their movies haven't been doing well. Phase 5, immediately, it's been really, really bad. I mean, you know, it's a joke in Deadpool and Wolverine, but it really is the case. You know, Phase 5 has not been a good thing for them.
Do you think it's because they made really poor decisions for some of the story?
They definitely did, yeah. Because they didn't have the cohesion that they had in the previous movies. And that's the big issue.
They planned it a lot better for the first couple movies, I feel.
Well, there's probably there are theories as to why he's gonna play, how they're gonna pull it off with him playing Doctor Doom. It's likely going to be
He's Tony
like,
Stark's ancestor.
it's not that. I mean, they are in the midst of doing their multiverse story. In fact, I believe there's word that Kang is coming back as well into the movies. So like it looks like they're going to bring him back. Actually, they're not going to abandon the Kang storyline, which is unfortunate. What happened because of Jonathan Majors, but like, because I actually really liked that character as a villain, but
I think like one of the characters they messed up was, what was it? The not Mandalorian. That's a different
that's a different thing. That's a different thing they messed up.
No, they didn't mess up the Mandalorian. How dare you? Pedro
I guess they
Pascal
did
is a
mess up.
treasure.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
He's a national treasure. How dare you?
He's also a person that's in everything now.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal is like in everything.
He's the current hotness. Sorry, what were you gonna say? Sorry, am I continuing on with my hatred for this movie? Okay, so remember how like, oh, I shouldn't say remember. So, what I forgot to mention is that throughout this entire movie they've been like implying that the Atlanteans are extremely like high tech. Right? Because like they had to learn to evolve with the fish and everything, and they're just like, oh, the people on land are so stupid.
Oh, they're so
Primitive. Tell me why. Tell me why Mira looks at a fucking flower and is like, oh my god, what's this? He's like, it's a flower. And he's just going like, you have all this fucking technology. You've been on land plenty of times. You don't know what a fucking flower is? Mira! Kind of like... I thought that was really stupid. I'm sorry. I just needed to bring that up.
No. I mean, again, lots of superhero stuff is really incomprehensible sometimes.
Also, Aquaman killed someone at the very beginning of the movie, I think, by accident mostly.
Oh. So by that argument, it didn't really matter as much who played him. Yeah, I mean, if he never shows his face, right? But I do, okay, like, at risk of, like, spoiling things for people, but, like, I guess it's just speculation, right? It's not, none of it can ever be really confirmed until the movie actually comes out. There is, in fact, a storyline that happened, with, Iron Man and Doctor Doom switching bodies. This had happened before, and it was a what if storyline, but it explained a lot. Pig knows the story, and basically it was basically Doom trying to prove that he's like the best as usual, but in fact he was not the best. And so even with their lives switched, as it turns out, Spider-Man. Iron Man and Doctor Doom were still Iron Man and Doctor Doom, basically. Like that's at face value. That's what the story was about, right? Like Tony Stark was still able to make a life being poor old Victor Von Doom with nothing to his name, and Victor Von Doom stealing Tony Stark's life did not matter. If they don't show RDJ's face, I will accept it. I mean, they can. But I think also, like, the movie after Doomsday is going to be a version of Secret Wars. So I do think that they're doing this as a Hail Mary because they haven't been doing very well lately. And they're just going to do it. And if anything, everything's going to be rebooted anyway.
Well, I mean, it's not like we haven't had superhero movies.
Yeah.
Rebooted. Especially Marvel-verse characters. Look at Spider-Man. How many actors have played Spider-Man by now?
Yeah.
Now, who was the best Spider-Man? Controversial opinions.
Yeah. I know that I actually like all three of them pretty well. They all did different things good with Spider-Man, but I actually do like Tom Holland. I know a lot of people feel like he's too young, like he played a way too young Peter Parker, and he doesn't fit what they view Spider-Man as, right? But I did like what he did with the character.
Where they went the high school route.
Yeah, because I tend to. So Peter Parker, like in the comics, is kind of like this middle-aged 30-something who's kind of like, he's kind of a little bit like, as a character
I
these
still
days.
find it hilarious. He was actually like before he became Spider-Man, he was contemplating committing crime.
Yeah. Mhm.
He was going to be a bad guy, guys. Did you know that? If Uncle Ben didn't die, he was going to commit crime.
Doom's origin story for the MCU will be unique. It seems like because there's just moments in history that they have set where it could end up as a plot hole, I think. Yeah, but I think they're probably thinking because they're rebooting most of their universe after Secret Wars anyway. So I think they're just throwing this. Like, they're throwing a Hail Mary here. They're just gonna go for it and see if it works, and if it doesn't, well, we're gonna start over anyway, Well, did he have powers when he considered crime? Because if not, then
yes, he
what
did.
could he do?
He had powers.
Yeah.
It's
So
because he
Spider-Man's
had
thing-
powers. Okay, so you explain it.
Well, okay. It's not exactly that he was gonna be a criminal or anything
Yes, he
like
was.
that,
Don't
right?
lie
But
for him. Don't lie for Spider-Man.
well, there was a storyline where, specifically House of M, right, where he actually does, like, get everything he wants in life and stuff like that. And he never became a superhero. He just went into show business, right? Which, like, you could, there's an argument to be made there that, movie stars also kind of bad, right? yeah. So
that was
Munii
not...
showing that JJ within. Is he a menace, Munii? Munii, do you need pictures of Spider-Man?
Wait, where's my mustache? I need to be properly.
I think Secret War then Battle World was a goal.
Continue on while I find my mustache.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of see where they're headed with some of this stuff, right? Like, definitely probably going to do a Battle World of some sort. Probably a little bit different than what we kind of experienced.
This isn't quite the right mustache, but we can't use the real mustache because it looks very sus.
Yeah.
But show me that thing, Spider-Man, Spooderman. He's a menace to society.
Like, especially with the Kang Dynasty getting tossed. Yeah, I really think they dropped the ball with Kang's storyline, unfortunately. I like him as an Avengers villain. Basically a guy who can not truly be defeated, just delayed a little bit. And it's like, I do like the idea of Kang the Conqueror, but they kind of messed it up. I have to admit, they very much dropped the ball with, and then all the things that were happening with Jonathan Majors outside of the movies, like, it kind of killed their path. And especially if you've ever seen, I don't know if you guys have seen the latest Ant-Man movie. I think that movie put the nail in the coffin for that villain. I'll just say that. Also, did you see how many ranks people are dropping between seasons now in Rival? Yeah, I heard. Apparently, like, the mid-season drop is 4 ranks, and the beginning of season drop is 6 now. That's crazy. That's like, if you don't play the game for a full season, you drop 10 ranks. So you're basically going all the way back to the beginning if you're not any higher than platinum. Also, did you see how many... Oh, wait, I read that. You mean Man-Ant? Yeah, Man-Ant.
At least he didn't manhandle his woman this time!
Oh, no, they'll never let that go.
Myron wants you forget. Because that's not politically correct. Dang you, DEI! Just kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. That's not DEI.
No, Jameson, no. We'll get you pictures of Spider... Do you want pictures of Marmot Man? By any chance?
Are you a Marmot Man?
No, I'm not Marmot Man. I can't be Marmot Man. I don't have the powers of a marmot. But yeah. It's like I do think like it's so unfortunate what happened with those storylines. It's just like okay, here's my opinion of the Marvel movies. For all the good and bad that came with them, every movie between Iron Man and Endgame I very much enjoyed. Like regardless of the quality, right? Like I even felt like Avengers 2 Age of Ultron, I felt like that was a good movie for me personally, right? And it's because like I really enjoyed these movies for what they were, and I didn't have any super high expectations of them. And Endgame felt like the period at the end of the sentence. That was it.
No matter how
like,
you felt about that movie.
Yeah. No matter how you felt about the actual quality of the movie, right? It felt like, damn, this is the end. This is it. We waited fucking 10 years for this. We got it. Okay, that's it. We don't have to watch these anymore. I think
we can finally rest.
we can finally
Our
rest.
journey's finished.
Yes. And then, wait, what is that? Another Spider-Man movie? What is that in the distance? What? We're free. Not quite. We thought we were free, and then we were pulled. Yeah, honestly, yeah, you're right. Like it felt like regardless of how you felt about the quality of the movies, it felt like that was the end of an era, and like then it kept going.
like
for some
you
reason,
thought it was over. Well, we still need your money.
Yeah. That was the strange part for me about all of this. It was like I definitely felt like I've had my movie series. Like everybody, some people like go, oh, I remember Lord of the Rings. That was my favorite movie series.
I think because it finally had an end, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then Marvel was just like, but no.
But no. Oh. And I didn't even mind like Spider-Man No Way Home as being like a prologue to all this, right? Like it felt like, oh, you know what? There was like a loose end to tie, and it tied it up. It was like, you know what? Okay, cool. This is the movie that ties up the loose ends for Mr. Peter Parker, right? Like
Or at
I
least this
didn't
version
mind
of
that.
Peter Parker.
Yeah. I really did not mind that at all. But then it just kept going. It just kept going. The stakes that we as the audience felt was just lifted with no direction going forward. Like, Big Bad is gone. What now? Mm-hmm. It's almost actually annoying having to watch like 10 other films to understand half of the newest Marvel stuff. I mean, it is, right? But I think for me that's my only thing with the new movies. Again, I am an admitted fan of Marvel stuff, right? But even with that, I'm just kind of like, ugh. Now having said that though, I will fully admit I still watch. I'm going to see Captain America. I'm going to see other damn movies because like
You really want that skin.
I really want the freaking Hulk skin, the character that I don't use. Okay, I can't even say that. I tried to learn how to use Hulk, so now I have a reason to be like, you know what? I can use a red Hulk skin. I'm guessing it's a red Hulk. I'm only making a guess because I'm not sure that they're gonna give a Falcon skin to Captain America because it like. That would be the most buff Sam Wilson in the world if they gave him the Falcon's costume for Captain America. I'll just say that.
I feel like they should just make some like a Falcon.
They should just make him a character in the game, right?
Yeah, which they could.
Yeah.
They have flying characters. You can just like it's the same how I feel like if they add Rescue to the game, they should just make her a separate character, like a flying support character.
Yeah, right? Like a flying support character would be kind of cool, right?
Look, I don't like Gwyneth Paltrow as much as the other person because of her whole goop shenanigans.
Well, yeah, the goop stuff, yeah.
But Rescue deserves to be her own woman.
She doesn't deserve to just be an Iron Man skin. That's just my argument about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Which is fine. It's valid, you know? Don't forget the 12 Disney Plus shows. Okay, I will fully admit I watched WandaVision and I liked it.
I think that's the one that people arguably did enjoy a lot.
I think so, right? Like there hasn't been a good Disney Plus Marvel show, but that's the one that people enjoyed. It's not entirely bad, but it stopped me from watching some films because they don't know what's going on. And yeah, I had I had a friend from work that went with us to watch Infinity War, right? So the reason he went with us to watch Infinity War was we all got free tickets to go see it on opening night, for various reasons, right? So we went, and I turned to him and I was like, "Oh, I didn't expect to see you here. I didn't know you liked the Marvel stuff." And he's like, "I don't like Marvel stuff." I was like,
"Oh no."
"Oh, so why are you watching this movie?" And then he's like, "I don't know. It was a free ticket."
You know, fair, right?
Yeah. So I was like, "Fair," but I was like, "Have you watched any of these before?" He's like, "Nope." I was like, "Oh." Yeah, oh gods, right? Yeah. So by the end of the movie, he asked me like a million questions like, why do you guys like this? This was so stupid. How come, what happened? And I was like, I'm trying not to spoil an old movie, I know, but I was just like, well, you had to watch the other 10 movies.
Okay, so my friends were not that bad.
Yeah.
But you know how I don't actually know all of Marvel lore, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're actually surprised at what I do know.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised at some of the stuff you do actually know.
Again, thanks to the encyclopedia that one of the Munii Bros has. So it's because I read that encyclopedia before I watched Avengers. I actually hadn't watched most of the Marvel movies by the time the first Avengers movie came out, so it wasn't that bad. Mm-hmm. But I had to explain what was going on in the Avengers movie while we watched the Avengers movie.
Yeah.
To my friends. Because they didn't watch any of it, apparently.
I know the spoiler period has been over for like years now, right? But yeah. Sorry, but you effectively watch Iron Man 1. Wait period's over. It's okay, Bart, if someone hasn't seen it. Spoilers are forfeit. Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you really haven't seen Endgame or Infinity War, it's kind of like, or Aquaman. Yes, or Aquaman. But yeah, like, what was I gonna say? Yeah, that was really funny.
Kind of instance.
I was trying to explain a little bit, but like he's not like a Marvel Comics person, yeah, and he just didn't understand like what was going on and why, and he's like, oh, that's how it ends. What the hell? I thought they were supposed to be the greatest superheroes. What happened there and stuff like that. It's like, it's because it's part one of two movies. And he's like, that's stupid. Why is there two movies? And I was like, that's just the way they made it.
I would have been like, because they want a lot of money.
They want a lot of money. I mean. But yeah, like, you know what though? I feel like like with you, Munii, I feel like I want to watch Doctor Strange, part 1 and 2 with you.
I have refused to watch Doctor Strange for various reasons.
Oh, okay. We won't watch Doctor Strange.
It's because I try not to support movies that whitewash characters.
Oh, I see. Got it. No, it's fine.
Now, if you got it through the pirates, I can't really say I would be supporting the movie industry. We would be profiting off of me watching it.
The sailing the seven seas, you would say.
Yeah, it's I try. See, like, that's my own way of, like, boycotting movies. I don't tell people like that, like, hey, don't watch this movie because of XYZ reasons. It's just my personal reason. I try not to encourage it by not watching.
Yeah.
Not like my money's really going to do anything, because, like, people arguably really like that movie. Granted, it's the first time they did what's it called? A Doctor Strange movie, right? First time they
Yes, that's the first time they've ever done Doctor Strange as a movie.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just how I feel about it. The wait period is over. It's okay, but if someone hasn't seen it, oh, sorry, I didn't read that part. You read it though. But yeah, that's just I you know, like, everyone can spend their money how they want. If they want to watch Doctor Strange, just watch Doctor Strange. Like, you don't need my approval for it.
It's fine.
It's the same reason why I didn't watch the Dragon Ball Z movie or the Dragon Ball movie.
There was no Dragon Ball movie. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what? You're right.
There was never a Dragon Ball movie. What's Munii talking about, guys? I don't know. I think she's finally lost it.
That's the movie that you put your foot against? Like, that you're like, we'll never speak of this existence?
There's no movie. I don't understand what you're saying. There's no Dragon Ball movie.
I watched the Avatar movie. Which did have people of color in that movie. Very interesting choice of movie or people to use for their casting. Avatar movie, the one with the blue people. I heard it was a good movie. And then there was the TV show that apparently did okay.
Oh, wait.
Avatar.
Oh, Avatar. Wait, there was a TV show for that?
Yeah, there was. Don't you remember? Not the blue one, but...
Oh. Yeah, I was thinking the blue one.
Oh my god. Honey.
I always think of the blue one.
Just can't get these ears right now.
Which ears? The bunny ears?
This is what I hate about my hairstyle not being, like, super consistent. So if people are really like, oh, see how Moody drew it like this and drew it like this there? Yes. Yeah. So I saw that you were looking at that Spider-Man, see?
That Spider-Man?
Yes. Why are you looking at Spider-Man all the time?
Because he's a hero.
Are you saying that I can't be a hero for you?
No, you can be a hero. You can be a hero. Why? You can be my hero.
You don't take pictures of me.
I don't?
Crime. You always seem obsessed with that Spider-Man fellow.
How did Munii know you were the healer? Right? No, Gage, no!
You're able to heal other people?
No. But why? Why yandere mode? Why? Why tonight?
We are having such a good chat about Marvel movies. Sorry, let me just remove my tongue. It's almost as if you're looking for that dang Spider-Man.
That dang Spider-Man.
Yes. You want his photos, don't you? What do you do with his photos? What do you do with his photos?
I thought you wanted his photos.
I don't know. You take a lot of photos of Spider-Man, see?
Why?
You take an awful lot of them. I'm suspicious.
Bard was looking for me? No, I wasn't. I need to go to the store tomorrow to buy more grains for the bunny. Oh.
That's the reason why you put yandere mode on? That's kind of messed up, Juice. Trying to feed Bard to the bunny? But yeah. Yandere mode in JJ voice was funny. I am okay. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm thinking about taking away yandere mode, mostly because I can't think of any more material. I'm actually legitimately running out of material because it's very hard to get mad at Bard about looking at other women when we don't actually look at other characters.
Bard, have you told Munii you love her? I told her so many times. I love you, Munii.
Yeah, we say it every night.
Yeah. There you go.
I defend you sometimes.
Sometimes. Oh, it's sometimes only.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a very good comedian. I'm running out of material.
Not 94 more times? No! Tell her again, into the mic this time.
Okay, sometimes I think you guys have that kink of hearing Bard, like, say he loves me. To defend my husband. Yeah, I'm not done kink shaming. I understand that everybody likes hearing, like, affection. Well, say it again.
What if next time you have Bard go yandere mode? I can't do yandere mode.
Bard's
it doesn't
not
work
very
with me.
good at acting.
I'm not.
He's good at being silly little creatures. Because you have fun with being silly little creatures, but anything serious, Bard gets very panicked.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It'd be funny hearing Bard tried.
Okay, do you want to try for chat?
How do I be yandere though? I don't understand.
You have to be just really jealous.
Hey Munii, why are you looking at other capybaras, huh? I can't do it. It's so weird. It's so awkward.
That doesn't
That
doesn't really help Bard with inspiration for jealousy.
that doesn't really. It might help me with art inspiration, but otherwise, no.
But yeah, Bard. How do we phrase it? How have we explained it to people? We're never really truly get jealous. We don't we have gotten jealous in the past, but we're the type who are very quiet about our jealousy. Like in all honesty, I think it helps it because we're both very communicative about our thoughts. We've said,
yeah.
So we never had an issue of well, Bart, I saw you talking to that haughty woman over there.
Yeah, it's kind of I think because for the both of us, we're not the type of people to want to quote unquote you guys don't see me doing the air quotes with my hands, but
believe with this little cappy paws.
Yeah, believe with the little cappy paws. But we're not the types to play games in a sense, right? We're not the type that are oh, you know what you did wrong, you know, but not tell the other person, not just to let them, oh, you figure it out, right? Like that type of thing, you know. It's like we're not the type of people to do that, because I think for the both of us, it's just easier to be like, okay, this is what's bugging me, and you know,
Like, this is
just
what
directly...
you did to fuck up.
Yeah.
Who's Gomez? You guys have a healthy relationship. Who's Gomez and Tisha?
Oh my god.
We're not the most healthy relationship, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure there was a point in time we weren't healthy for each other.
Mm.
But that was before we met each other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cause but also I think it's also okay. When I say that we have never been jealous of other people giving the other someone giving our partner attention, we can't say that we haven't experienced that. But that was before we got into a relationship.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing, chat. Like, quite honestly, like, since being into a relationship and like talking about like where that insecurity came from at that time, we basically have never had an issue since.
Yeah. Like, so who would be Gomez and who would be Morticia? I will honestly tell you, Juice, I think that Munii would be Gomez, as she is more openly romantic.
But height-wise, you would be Gomez.
I guess so, right? Yeah, I would
Bard
be Gomez.
is actually
like,
shorter
height-wise.
than me by a little bit.
By a little bit, yeah.
Only by a little bit, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a capybara, he's not as big as a human.
Yeah, I'm not as big as a human, unfortunately. But I think relationship-wise, if you had to compare, in that respect, yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting, but you know, I don't know.
Here, healthier than most? I think it's because we talk a lot. We talk every day.
Yeah, we do talk every day. And we try to tell each other like just about everything that's even bugging us, like at the moment and stuff. And I think for the both of us, we've the good news is that we're both like very patient with each other. I would say,
I don't like how here's look.
Mooney has definitely heard me vent about a lot of things, and vice versa and stuff like that. And you know, like, she's only ever really given me good advice on stuff and helped me to process my thoughts on things. So it's easy to, you know, to kind of, because we have that like inherent safety with and comfort with each other and being open with each other on things, that I think that's what helps us, you know. Okay, this is getting a little mushy. Go back to roasting DC and Marvel. Okay, yeah. We can roast the hell out of DC and Marvel.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I think I need to take a break from this, because like I just can't draw the ears right.
Okay.
But I'm happy I got
fine.
2 of them done.
Yeah.
Assuming Illyria's like some.
Mm-mm.
Let me just do a quick check on the other. There we go. See, that's why we do the checks. I heard Illyria. Yeah, Illyria, do you approve of these 2 emotes as I fix them? Sorry, I missed the cause of background sound. No worries, no worries. Sacrifice the gauge.
No, why? Why would we?
Well, if would you sacrifice gauge if we manage to get to silver or gold rank? What if gauge was the reason why we're not in gold rank yet?
What if?
Would you sacrifice him?
I mean, for that gold rank skin? No, I'm just kidding. We don't do sacrifices here.
What do you mean?
We don't we?
We do.
Isn't that a thing? We're like Batman, right? We don't trade lives. No, that's the Captain America said that. Sorry. So Bard won't sacrifice, but Munii would. Wow.
But yeah, Luri, just let me know if this looks good to you. If it doesn't, then I can like make adjustments. I see no problems. Okay. I just need to work on this one now. Which looks like a horror image right now. And that means I'm only working on one more emote at that point, yeah.
That's the Illyria Puppy Playtime version.
Have you been enjoying Puppy Playtime?
I have been enjoying it, yeah.
Someone used their ultimate move on me, and I accepted it as my fate.
As color got blown up, yeah.
I think now is also a good time to end up the stream because, like, it's really late for you.
Oh, it is, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, thank you everybody for dropping by and joining us for that art stream. Again, we have our VGen for anybody that's interested in commissioning, if not me, Bard. Commission Bard. He's a good drawer, that boy.
Commission Munii. Yeah.
He's a good artist, and he can take photography of that dang Spider-Man.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you to everyone for dropping by. Let's move over here for a minute. Wait, I zoned out. What's this about commissioning? Yes, for people who don't know, we are doing the art. We have been doing art commissions for a while, but we officially opened a
VGen.
A VGen, thank you, honey. And yes. The VGen is finally has stuff on it that you can commission us for. It doesn't have everything, admittedly. I'm thinking about not really setting myself up to do like rigging, like Lab 2D rigging necessarily, because it's like I'm working on a project at the moment and it's taking forever and I'm not happy with what I'm doing, mostly because like I haven't rigged in like a long time, so I think I'm just kind of like yeah, we have to get more commissions so we can be verified.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, guys, like, you know, again, we're not begging for
we're
commissions
not destitute,
here, right?
by the way.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and it helps us if you guys happen to have a VGen account and you just follow us, like, you know, that's one of the
that's also one of the requirements.
Yeah, so we're just trying to work on the requirements. It's just that it just so happens that the other requirements have to do with the business, but we will take care of that. But as long as if you guys can throw us a follow, that'll help.
You can also just recommend us, or if you do want to commission us, we're thinking about doing a discount for our Skeb style illustrations.
Yeah.
So yeah, like we really appreciate any and all support. If anything, like, again, we're not destitute. We're not using this for like our life money. It would be nice, but like we're also at the same time like we're not going like, oh my god, guys, if you don't commission us, we're gonna die. Like at the end of the month we had to pay rent, you know.
Yeah.
Bard has a good job. I have a pretty good job. I really want to buy the Gardevoir plush, but whatever, I guess. I'm just kidding.
No, that life-size Gardevoir plush, huh?
Yeah. And when I went to get illustration, was gonna be a few. No worries, no worries. Again, like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we just appreciate you guys. Like, we're just trying to be better about advertising our vision because we're horrible at it.
Yeah, we've been told many a time to advertise, so you know, advertising.
But anyways, next stream we should be working more on metaphor.
Metaphor.
And what are you doing tomorrow, honey?
Possibly working on more arting.
More arting.
Yeah, yeah, more arting.
You know something. One of you could. I think one of you is in my server. A certain Bartholomew. You could use my VGen channel to post a link.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I should. I should do that, shouldn't I?
I'm still really bad about joining Discords. Like, I'm kind of like, oh, every time I join a Discord, I don't talk. So that's why I try to avoid joining Discords as much as possible. I'm sorry, everybody. I do, in fact, feel a bit guilty about not joining everybody's. I couldn't remember it was your bar, same, yeah. But anyways, I think that we shall raid someone who's playing a sexy woman game, because we all love sexy women. The classic. But I hope everyone has a good day, good morning, or good afternoon. And we will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody!
Goodbye.
Oh wait, I should have read the last messages. Oh, wait, never mind. We're all good. Okay, bye everybody!